At the Harley-Davidson factory in York, Pennsylvania, a new motorcycle rolls off the production line roughly every 2 minutes. While that pace sounds fast, the reality behind it is anything but rushed. From the moment a raw metal frame enters the system to the instant a finished motorcycle is ready to ride, each Harley-Davidson takes close to 25 hours to complete. Behind this process are skilled assembly line workers earning an average of $23 per hour, many of whom say they love the job. So much they would do it even without the paycheck. This is where production truly begins. Massive presses shape fenders, fuel tanks and body panels, transforming flat sheets of metal into the iconic forms instantly recognizable as Harley-Davidson. Although some components are sourced globally, including parts from China, the heart of every bike tells a different story. Engines and drivetrains are built in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, while frames are assembled right here in York. Together, these facilities form the backbone of American production for Harley-Davidson. The York facility itself is enormous, spanning more than 230 acres with over 1.5 million square feet of covered production space. It operates like a small industrial city. A single Harley-Davidson road glide is assembled from nearly 2,000 individual parts. Motorcycles move along a central conveyor system, stopping at dozens of workstations. At each station, workers have about 80 seconds to complete a specific task before the bike moves on. One of the most impressive sights is the automated welding of the main frame. Robotic arms perform precise, repeatable welds that ensure strength and consistency. Once completed, the frames are transported to a central warehouse and released to the main assembly line at carefully scheduled times. Every Harley sold in the United States is built either in York or Milwaukee, blending modern CNC machining and robotics with traditional hand assembly. After welding, parts move into the paint shop, where they are suspended on moving tracks and slowly guided through multiple coating stages. This process is both efficient and meticulous, reflecting Harley-Davidson's emphasis on quality over sheer volume. While the brand sells far fewer motorcycles than mass-market manufacturers, that exclusivity is part of what makes owning a Harley feel special. Here, production never truly stops. Every delay can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, so constant monitoring, automation, and human oversight work together to keep the line moving. This balance between technology and craftsmanship sets the tone for everything that follows, laying the foundation for machines built not just to run, but to last. As production continues, the focus shifts from raw structure to the components that give a Harley-Davidson its strength, reliability, and unmistakable character. After frame welding, many parts are sent directly into the finishing stages, where protection and appearance become just as important as performance. One of the most critical processes you're seeing here is powder coating, a highly efficient and durable finishing method used on many metal components. In powder coating, finely ground particles of pigment and resin are electrostatically charged and sprayed onto metal surfaces. The parts are then baked in large industrial ovens, where the powder melts and flows into a smooth, uniform coating. This process creates a tough outer layer that resists corrosion, chips, and wear far better than traditional liquid paint. Inside the factory, workers mainly oversee this operation by programming robotic systems and monitoring screens, ensuring flawless consistency across thousands of parts. Automation plays a major role at this stage. Robotic arms, often painted in bright yellow or orange for safety visibility, handle complex components like cylinder heads and crankcases. These machines work around the clock, delivering extreme precision without fatigue. While expensive to install, they quickly pay for themselves by operating 24 hours a day without interruption. Still, automation does not replace people. Human workers remain essential, supervising machines, checking tolerances, and stepping in whenever adjustments are required. Engine components assembled here will later form the legendary V-twin power plants Harley-Davidson is famous for. Cylinder assemblies, for example, are often completed by experienced technicians rather than robots. This hands-on work involves fitting multiple parts together with exact alignment, a task that relies heavily on skill and repetition. Workers are trained to master a single function, repeating it with precision throughout their shifts. Over time, this specialization creates remarkable consistency and craftsmanship. Hundreds of completed engines are stored in a central warehouse, each clearly labeled and matched to a specific motorcycle model. No engine is random. Every unit is pre-assigned based on configuration, ensuring it arrives at the assembly line at precisely the right moment. This level of coordination allows production to flow smoothly without unnecessary delays. Despite the high level of automation, Harley-Davidson still employs thousands of people across its facilities. Roughly 70% of the parts used in each motorcycle are made in the United States, reinforcing the company's commitment to domestic manufacturing. Here, technology and human expertise work side by side, each supporting the other to create engines that are not only powerful, but built to endure decades of riding. With frames painted and engines prepared, production enters its most hands-on and visually striking phase, final assembly. This is where individual components come together to form a complete motorcycle. At the York, Pennsylvania plant, most heavyweight models, Touring, Trike, and CVO, take their final shape. The process follows a carefully optimized sequence designed to maximize efficiency while minimizing the risk of error. Assembly begins with the marriage of the frame and engine. From there, layer by layer, additional systems are installed: suspension, wheels, brakes, electronics, exhaust, controls, and bodywork. Each step must occur in a precise order. A mistake at any point could ripple through the rest of the line, which is why nothing is left to chance. Every workstation is staffed by skilled workers trained for specific tasks, overseen by team leaders responsible for both quality and workflow. Once assembled, engines undergo performance testing on a dynamometer, commonly known as a dyno. This critical step verifies reliability, power delivery, and consistency. The test ensures that each engine meets strict standards before it ever reaches a rider. For Harley-Davidson, this is about more than numbers. It's about preserving the feel and character riders expect from the brand. Logistics also play a key role. Completed engines and parts are transported in large containers and distributed by truck across the United States, synchronized with production schedules. Behind the scenes, Harley-Davidson continues to invest heavily in automation, particularly in welding, painting, and precision machining. Yet the company's identity remains rooted in human craftsmanship. Harley-Davidson's legacy stretches back to 1903, when William S. Harley and Arthur Davidson founded the company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. During World War II, the brand supported the U.S. military by producing more than 90,000 motorcycles, including the legendary WLA Liberator. That history still echoes through today's factories, where "Made in America" is more than a slogan, it's a core principle. Perhaps nothing captures that legacy better than the unmistakable sound of a Harley engine. Often described as a deep, rhythmic rumble, it comes from the V-twin design and its uneven firing intervals. It's a sound recognized worldwide, signaling not just a motorcycle, but a tradition. In the end, every Harley sold in the United States is assembled by American hands in American factories. From raw steel to roaring machine, the process blends modern technology, disciplined precision, and decades of experience, ensuring that each motorcycle carries the spirit of the open road long before its first ride.